Hi, how are you? I'm
Oh,
Amani.
hi.
What's your name?
My name is Jane.
Do you prefer a handshake or?
Yeah, handshake is fine with me. Yeah,
Hi, how are you today?
I'm doing well.
You can come in and have a seat here for me, please.
All right.
So, what brings you in today?
Well, the hospital that released me said that I had to come in for this appointment with you guys.
Okay, and under your understanding, you're here for.
Well, they think that I tried to commit suicide, and I didn't. It was all just a misunderstanding, and that's not really how it went down.
Okay. So, in the event of them attempting to say that you tried to attempt to commit suicide, what was involved?
They say that I purposely took my antidepressants and mixed it with a bottle of vodka.
So you are prescribed to take antidepressants?
Yes.
Okay. So today I just want to accomplish a few things and maybe set a few goals to where we can go from here. But first I like to say like my groundwork. Are you okay if I write during the session?
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay, so I'll write and then I'll try my best to give you as much eye contact as I can, but I'll write so that I can better understand who you are as a person and we can move forward and so I can have on file some of the goals and accomplishments that we plan to achieve
Okay.
in
That
our time
sounds
together.
good. That sounds good.
But before we begin the process, I like to talk about the confidentiality of our agency here. Do you know what confidentiality is?
Oh, I've heard of it before, but I hear that it doesn't work very good, and it's iffy.
Well, I really don't know about the experience of others and confidentiality, but here we do try to make sure you are as comfortable and the information that you tell us is kept between you and I. It's not reported to anyone else. But I do have to report if you say anything that could possibly be harm to yourself or to any other individual.
Okay.
And the agency that referred you here do want me to report our progress and the goals that we made, but I'm not going to report anything, any personal or information that we discuss here.
Okay. I think I understand it a little bit better now.
Okay. If you have any more questions about that throughout the process or throughout any meeting or session, you can always ask me here, email or phone number. I'm always willing to answer any questions that you have about that.
I appreciate that.
No problem. But how has everything been since you've been released, being back at home and everything like that?
It's been good to be back home, kind of get back to normal, and it's good. Things seem to be going really well, and I'm just glad to be out of the hospital. Nobody likes to be in the hospital. They have the crappiest food.
Yeah.
And I'm just glad to be out of that place and be home again.
And how are your family? You live with?
Oh, I live with my two daughters. They're 2 and 4, and my mother.
And how is that going?
Seems to be going okay, but my mother, she's a little opinionated about how I raise my kids, and so that can be hard sometimes.
And how do you deal with those situations when they occur?
I tend to just ignore her because nobody can talk to her. Nobody can talk any sense into her. She's just gonna be how she is, and you just gotta learn to live with her.
And to get to know a little bit more about you, because I like to know more about you as a person and not about what another agency or a company may have on file. What is a day like in your life? Like what do your routine consist of?
My routine? I usually get up at about 7 or 8 o'clock, and my kids aren't in daycare or anything, so I pretty much just hang out with them most of the day, and I might get online and try to fill out some job applications because I'm currently jobless. And we have lunch. Well, first we'll have breakfast, obviously, and then we'll hang out for a while, maybe watch some TV, and then we'll have lunch, and then we might go to the park, and then we come home for dinner, and we have our bedtime routine, and that's basically my day. My mom works most of the day, so she's not home, but she's usually home by dinner, and I usually prepare the dinner because I'm unemployed right now, so I need to do something around the house. I try to clean and do the different tasks around the house and kind of watch the kids.
I heard you say a couple times that you were unemployed. Does that it seems as though that bothers you, or does it bother you, or would you like to be employed, or is employment something that you're interested in?
Yes, I've had a few jobs in retail, and I always enjoyed those, and I always worked kind of in the service industry. I was a waitress for a while, and I